Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears.
Hey, welcome back to Sack to the Future. We start week number 9 of the 1971 Sack to the Future season, and it starts with the Bears in action in Philadelphia against the Eagles. So these are two teams that are on life support, I guess you would say. The Bears have just 2 wins. The Eagles are at 3, but both teams are in considerable deficit of the division leader. So the Bears chasing the 6-2 Vikings, while the Eagles are chasing the 6-1 Cowboys. Here's Bobby Douglas, leader of the Bears, 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, just over 1,000 yards, and you see 100 out of 193. So just slightly better than 50%. 100 completions, 93 incompletions. 7 interceptions out of 193 attempts is not bad, but only 2 touchdowns in 193 attempts is not great, obviously. Jackson, Holloway, Cody, Cadill, and Wright is your offensive line. Pinder, Shy, the running backs, Farmer, and Gordon, the receivers, and then, of course, Wallace is the tight end for the Bears. Bobby Douglas from the shotgun on the second play. Another handoff, though. And that gets a few yards up to the 30. Here's the Eagles defense coming out flying. Brum, Callaway, Holtz, and Melton. Then you got Ron Porter and Steve Zabel, the outside. Tim Rosevich, the inside backer. Nelson and Ramsey are the corners. Keys and Bill Bradley are the safeties. So we've seen the Eagles a few times because the Eagles and Redskins, as I've said before, are going to be the most oft-seen computer teams because the Giants and Cowboys share a division and are 2 of the 4 main teams that you see every game of. So that means just on average you're going to see the Eagles and Redskins at least 4 times a season if they don't make the playoffs. Then there's a good chance that one of the 2 will play the Bears, and sometimes they both will. And then there's a much lesser chance, but this year it just so happens. Here's Arrington, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 211 yards, 20 of 65. Arrington forced into action when Lisk went down to injury. He played in a game earlier this year when Lisk was hurt early in that game, but Lisk came back for the next week. Last week he came in again when Lisk got hurt, but Lisk unable to come back this week. In fact, he's out for about a month. Key, Allison, Evans, Norquist, and Smith across the line. Harold Jackson and Ben Hawkins, the receivers. Ballman's the tight end. And the running backs, Bogus and Bull. A couple of B's. And Woodcheck, not pictured, but also gets some carries. Here's the Bears defense, showing you 3-4 for some reason. Holman, Seals, and Obradovich on the line. Butkus in the middle of the phone, and Brutbacher on the outside. Rowden almost never plays. Ron Smith and Jerry Moore, the safeties. Joe Taylor and, of course, Charlie Ford are the corners. So, again, I was going to say this is the 1 year, so basically every 4 years, the Eagles and Redskins will also play the Bills. So this year you're going to see the Eagles 6 different times if they don't get in some sort of bonus game, which is about almost half their season. So getting familiar with the Eagles' names for sure. You see Gunn almost was able to pick that off on the deflection, but unable to hang on. There's one nice move by Gale Sayers, and he able to get it up to the 41-yard line. So the claim to fame for the Eagles this year, of course, is that they are the only team to beat the Dallas Cowboys. So on occasion, they can obviously play very well. But they have not had their bye yet, 3-5. The Bears have had their bye, so that puts them at 2-5. But you can't lose much more than 6 games and make the playoffs. So these two teams at 5 losses, the loser of this game will be on the brink of being eliminated. A very important game if either one of these teams want to change their season around. Wow. Douglas all alone back there. The lefty sets, fires downfield and complete. Fires and hits Gordon in between 3 different Eagles, but none of them close enough to jar that ball loose, so he was able to go up in the air freely, catch it, and come down with it before any contact. And that's key when you go up to make a catch like that, to be able to get your feet back on the ground before anyone touches you. Usually means you're going to complete that catch. There's a handoff to Pinder, who just runs over the final defender there and gets another first down. Keys. Bears having a nice second drive here. Turn, fake. Douglas fires downfield. It's complete to the 11-yard line, down inside the 10, actually. That's Gordon again. So Gordon, the recipient of a couple Douglas passes here on this drive. Douglas will turn and hand, and a huge hole up the middle. He goes from the 10 down to the 1. Shy now up to 15 yards, and we have 2nd and inches from the 1-yard line. Quick handoff to the fullback, Grabowski, and he gets nowhere. Actually lost a yard. So 3rd and 2 from the 2. The Eagles really going left on their defense. Let's see. And then they motion. This could be great for the Bears if they go to the left. They run into the teeth of the Eagles defense instead of the vacancy. And Shy tries so hard that he ends up hurting himself, but still doesn't get the touchdown or first down. Technically, the Bears could have got a first down inches before the touchdown marker. Shy is getting looked at, but he is still on the field, so that's good news. That he's probably not a major injury. Here comes the shortest field goal you'll ever see. And it is good. Percival makes an easy kick, and the Bears take the 3-0 lead. So last week, the Chargers were in Chicago. A couple teams that had just 2 wins, but the Chargers didn't have their quarterback. Their backup quarterback, Marty Domrez, was able to have a great game, dominate the Bears, and get the win. Now the Bears come into this game against Philadelphia playing a team that just recently lost their quarterback again. So the Bears have been given a chance to get back into the season playing a couple teams without their quarterbacks. They failed last week. If they fail this week, they'll probably be out of chances. So the Bears really need to take advantage of this spot where Arrington has had a rough time. Only completed about 33% of his passes since taking over for Lisk. But there's a handoff to Bugis, and he gets a huge gain. Another handoff to Lee. No, that's to Ronnie Bull, the ex-Bear. So you know this means something to Ronnie Bull. Played for the Bears a few years ago. You've seen him in Sack to the Future in the early mid-60s. Right here, controlled by yours truly in the Chicago Bears, and had some seasons with them. Pretty good years, but he's gone now. He's on the Eagles. Having a pretty good year on the Eagles as well. Finding the end zone. A good amount of times. Arrington fires incomplete again, 0 for 3. Arrington to try for a 4th time, and that's a completion. He finds Ballman over the middle. Edge is short. They're going to go for a 52-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. He made it. What a kick. What a kick by the ex-Saint Dempsey. Dempsey buries a nice field goal, and the Bears and the Eagles are even.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Week number 9. So some teams like the Eagles have already played their first half, and they're now starting their second half schedule, their 9th game out of 16. Other teams, more than half of the league is more like the Bears, where this will be their 8th game, so this will be a completion to the first half of the season. So 2-6 or 3-5, both bad outcomes, but 3-5 at least gives you hope of having a great second half and making the playoffs. Either way, it would take a great, you probably want to go 7-1 the second half to make sure you made it. But if you're 2-6, you have to go 7-1 just to have a shot, and you really need to win out. So it's still a big difference.
Still 3rd down. Ready, set. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Hit it.
3rd and 1, the Bears decided to throw a deep pass instead of just running for the first down, and that fails them, so they will have to punt. Oh, but a beautiful punt. It just hits at the 3 and kind of just dies there. A ball that clearly can bounce any way just kind of hits, boop, and just deadens, pops straight up. Goes maybe another yard towards the goal line, but that's it. And the Eagles start way back at their own 2.5-yard line. Quick handoff to the up back to make sure no safety is in order. Woodchuck gets 2 yards, gets it out to the 4. 4.5. Now a handoff to the deeper back, which is Lou Bugis, and he gets out to the 12. So now the threat of a safety is gone. But will Arrington throw for it? I would just run, knowing how inaccurate he has been. But they are going to fake the pass, and Arrington's going to get sacked. That's why I said just run the ball. Obradovich off the edge gets the sack, and then shows his baseball and lawnmower starting skills. The Eagles will punt. And right at the 50, the catch is made. 1 tackle broken and picked up and thrown to the ground at the 46-yard line. So that's the end of the first quarter. The Bears and Eagles are all knotted up at 3. So all kinds of movement going on here by the Bears, and it results in a handoff where Pinder gets 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Douglas back there in a sort of shotgun formation, but he does have a running back behind him. And he'll come out firing to his receiver. Receiver didn't really move, just snapped the ball and threw it over to him because nobody was up pressing him. So that was a quick gain. Now 3rd and 2. Now play action pass. Douglas moves to his left, throws on the money.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Gets the fullback Grabowski.
Down. 8 read. Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Everyone, you got 4. 4 down. Shoot.
Oh, Douglas throws and it's intercepted by the Eagles. Number 9, Wallach. So that's the first turnover of the game, and it comes courtesy of the Eagles defense. Quick handoff to Woodchuck. Gets about 1.5 yards every time they give it to him. Sometimes they call it 1, sometimes they call it 2, but it's really about 1.5 yards every single time. They give it to him again, and this time he gets less than 1.5 yards because he broke the tackle. He actually goes from a no gain to losing 2 yards.
Watch tight ends. Watch tight ends. Tight ends right. Tight ends right.
Arrington back to pass and fires downfield. That's complete to the 43-yard line. Arrington has now completed 2 in a row, despite the Bears sidelines in unison declaring that that was incomplete. Quick handoff to Woodchuck again. Woodchuck being used a lot on that quick handoff. 6 carries, 10 yards. I don't know. I don't have all the statistics in front of me. I don't know what the most carries he's had in a game so far is, but this might be the game, the Woodchuck game, because 6 carries already is. I don't think he's probably had a game where he's gotten up to 10 yet. 6 might already be the most. Arrington back to pass and sacked. He kind of ran into it. He was okay had he just stayed in the pocket, but he wanted to escape to his left for whatever reason, and Buffon came off his block and got him. See, pocket is fine. He runs out that way and gets himself into trouble. Eagles will punt. Into the end zone.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Bobby Douglas, 4 of 7, 42 yards.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, we got 4 down. Ready.
There's a handoff to Mr. Shy. No, Pinder. And he gets 1 yard. Douglas fires over the middle. That's complete. And hit fumble. Fumbles the football. Eagles pick it up. 1 man to beat. Oh, no. A defensive touchdown for the Eagles. Bradley. Farmer makes the catch. His knee might have been down. At least as a Bears fan, I'm saying that knee was down. They don't challenge it. All right, well. From a Bears perspective, his knee was clearly down. From an Eagles perspective, it clearly was not, and there was no reason to review it. If you're watching, let me know. What did you think? Especially if you're not either an Eagles or Bears fan. Sears downs it, and the Bears will start at the 25-yard line. Douglas waiting, hit as he throws, and that was incomplete. Douglas still got enough on that ball. A lot of times when you see these quarterbacks get hit, they don't get what they wanted on the ball, and it just kind of floats and stays 4 yards off the sidelines and easily picked off. But he still got it to his receiver on the sidelines to where it was either amazing catch or incomplete, as you saw. Douglas drops back a little bit further in the pocket and just throws that a little bit too low. And the Bears will have to punt again. So the Eagles score on a defensive touchdown. A fumble recovery by their safety, Bradley. And there's Bradley on the punt return getting up to the 41-yard line. So the Eagles' offense still hasn't done much under backup quarterback Arrington, but they do lead thanks to their defense and the Bears' ability to turn the ball over. Another handoff to Woodchucks up to 7 carries now. Again, not many yards at a time, 1.5 usually, but 7 carries. He's been part of the game plan. The handoff to Boo just makes one man miss and fights his way up to the 49. The Eagles definitely calling more runs than passes because of the, well, 2 reasons. Number one, Arrington is not the most prolific passer or experienced passer. And 2, if he takes a hit, the backup quarterback or the next quarterback in line is their kicker. The Eagles actually carry 2 kickers, and one of them is the one that's not Dempsey, is the 3rd string or emergency quarterback who might come in action if Arrington gets hurt. He's not going to come in action regardless, just because Arrington's playing bad, because, of course, Arrington is a full-time thrower of the football. So you would always go with that, no matter how he's playing, versus a kicker forced into playing quarterback. Grabowski gets thrown down to the ground. They say he gained a yard. Bears need a touchdown drive. Arrington fires right to the Eagles. Not Arrington. Obviously, Douglas is the quarterback of the Bears. Nelson picks it off. The Bears are intent on just throwing this game away. 3 turnovers already for the Chicago Bears. Second straight game against a backup quarterback. And they played pretty well, and the backup quarterback just surprised them how well he could play last week. This week, the backup quarterback's doing exactly what they thought, absolutely nothing. But they're just throwing the game away, just constantly turning it over, letting the Eagles get it with great field position. They're already down by 7. It could be more soon. Ugis is up to 54 yards and 8 carries. Quick handoff, Woodchuck again. That's 8 carries now. He's gonna, I'm telling you, he's gonna hit double digits today. 3rd and 4. Does Arrington go to the air, or do they play it safe? Arrington's gonna go to the air. Quick throw out to Bugis though, so not really. Still a pretty conservative play call. Bears come up with the defensive effort to stop him to a field goal attempt. But again, these 3 turnovers are leading to the fact that they're down 13-3 now. Stop turning the ball over. The Eagles can't move the ball except for a little bit on the ground, not through the air hardly at all. Sure, they're playing pretty good defense, but if you stop turning it over, maybe you could win this game. So yes, Bobby Douglas, the thrower of 2 interceptions. And then the one that really hurt was the fumble that got picked up and returned for a touchdown. Douglas throws on the money. Grabowski. 2.5 minutes, all their timeouts. Definitely time to get in position and at least get the field goal. There's a fake, and Douglas keeps it himself and runs up to the 39-yard line.
Edwards got 4 down.
2-minute warning. Oh my goodness. Douglas tried his hardest to throw his third interception, but it was a little bit low, but right at the Eagle defender, and the Eagle defender dropped it. Douglas fires downfield. Oh, the receiver beat the coverage, and Douglas, if it was just a little bit more air under it, that would have been a 60-something yard touchdown pass. Instead, it's incomplete, and Douglas throws another incompletion. 6 of 16 with a couple of interceptions. Not a great start for Douglas today, and the Bears will have to punt. It's a high punt, good, making it easy for the coverage team to get down there, and Bradley smartly calls a fair catch. All right, so you would think with Arrington as the quarterback, they'll probably just play it safe and go into the locker room up by 10, be happy with that, but instead they're coming out throwing. It is complete, but tackled immediately. So it's kind of like the in-between, since I didn't get much yards. It looks like the Eagles are now going clock drain mode. Down to 1 minute, but Arrington does go back to pass, and that's knocked down, so that won't take any time off the clock. So third, it looks like they're in the same formation, which they've been throwing out of, so let's see. Yep, another throw attempt, and incomplete. All right. So they run some time off on first down, but nothing on the next 2 downs, and so the Bears are going to get the ball back, still have all 3 timeouts. Maybe they can get this down to a 1-score game at the half. Goodness. Oh my goodness. The punt was insanely good, but as good as the punt was, the bounce was even more ridiculous. It hit the turf and then shot 15 yards on one bounce towards the end zone and then into the end zone, then bounced again out of the end zone. So if we're just tracking bounces, it doesn't matter. Once it's the end zone, it's a touchback, but it bounced in like 2 bounces. It went 23 yards. It was like boom, boom. So that would have been crazy to track how much it kept bouncing if that would have been like a 100-yard punt with the bounces included. Second and 4, Douglas throws, completes. First down to Farmer, and the Bears finally call a timeout. Wow. They let it go all the way down to 20 seconds before calling the timeout. So now the Bears out of timeouts have to get a big play. Douglas fires, it's complete. Farmer breaks the tackle, but can't get out of bounds, but does get taken down by the face mask. So that's why you keep farting? That's why you keep fighting. Farmer just keeps the fight alive, breaks tackles, and then is still going to get tackled in bounds, which is still going to run out the clock. But the Eagles actually take him down with a face mask pull, and now the Bears might get 3 free points out of it, which Percival makes it count. Beautiful job. Farmer with the fight. A bad mistake by the Eagles. The Eagles also a losing record team, so these are just 2 teams that make mistakes, and that cost them. Gave the Bears a chance to get it to a 1-score game before the half. And now the Eagles, with just 6 seconds to go, are probably going to come out and kneel. No, Arrington is going to go to the shotgun. 6 seconds. He's going to come up. He's going to fire it deep to the sidelines. It was incomplete. It was actually caught by a Bears defender, but he landed out of bounds. 1 second to go. It looks like they're going to see how far Arrington can throw. No way he gets anywhere near the end zone. Lobs it up there, out of bounds. So not sure exactly what was going on, but either way, we're at the half now. 13 for the Eagles, 6 for the Bears. The difference, of course, the fumble picked up by Bradley and returned for a touchdown. The only touchdown of the first half. Otherwise, each team had 2 field goals. Total yards, the Bears are winning that 150 to 86. Eagles are winning on the ground, however. Arrington back to pass. Still waiting. Comes out and just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Arrington just 4 of 13 today. But winning. Arrington back to pass again. Fires towards the sidelines. It's caught, but his second foot lands out of bounds, so that's an incompletion. Okay. So, never saw the text about labyrinth. So decided to do some more sack to the future.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears offense needs to stop being pathetic.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
You can't just come into a sack to the future video and say sus.
60 outlaw.
Shy on the carry, gets 2 yards. Bobby Douglas back from the shotgun. Rolls to his left, fires downfield, it's complete. First down, Chicago Bears. Douglas 11 of 21. Bears running around like idiots again before the snap. Douglas goes short, and Shy decides to step out of bounds before catching the ball. So that counts as an incompletion. Bears on second down. There's a handoff. That's a better play. Shy gets the ball up to the 40-yard line. Bears now on 3rd and 2, trying to convert a third down. They use motion. There's one fake. They give it to Grabowski, who, as usual, does absolutely nothing with the ball. And the Bears have to punt. Grabowski, the former Packer. Not running very well today. So the Eagles, who have done almost nothing offensively, but lead 13-6 because of their ability to force turnovers, take back over. Boches has had a decent game. Yes. What was that even? What was that in? Arrington completes his 5th pass of the day. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Eagles. And they are going to hand off to Ronnie Bull. Yeah, me either. That was funny, though. Ronnie Bull, only his 2nd carry. I thought Ronnie Bull would have more of a role in this game against his former team. Ronnie Bull, of course, used to be on the Bears. Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, I think it was not necessarily supposed to be funny, but it was funny. So the Bears take over once again. Their defense has given them plenty of opportunities to come back and tie this thing, but the offense just needs to do something. Douglas with the quick throw. That fools nobody.
Now, 50, plant. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move up. Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10.
There's Shy's best run of the day. He gets a first down, 10-yard gain. Maybe this is the drive. Maybe this is the drive that the Bears do something. And then Douglas completes it over the middle for another first down. Back-to-back first downs. And Brum is hurt on the back end of that play. Wallace, his first catch of the day, gets 18 yards. Bears are now on the Eagles side of the field. Hand off to Shy. Gains 2 more yards. Halfway through the third quarter, Bears trail by 7. They do have 200 yards of offense, so it's not like they've done absolutely nothing. They just are having a hard time getting points. Douglas completes that one down to Farmer, and he's down inside the red zone. So, again, this could be the touchdown drive we've been waiting for. Farmer's had a good game besides that fumble, of course. The fumble that led to the only touchdown of the game. Oh. Shy gets upended. I can't hold on to the ball. 6:26 to go in the third. Hand up, and there you go. Right on cue, the Bears turn the ball over again. 4th turnover of the game. Shy gets hit, fumbles the ball. Look at this, boom. And the Eagles take over. 4 turnovers for the Bears, 0 for the Eagles. That's why even though the Eagles have done nothing with the ball, they are still winning. And now the Bears safety that comes up and makes the tackle hurts himself. Harrington back to pass, throws it to Bugis. And nice tackle made on the outside there. 3rd and 8. Harrington back to pass. Fires over the middle to Bugis, and the Bears do a nice job of gang tackling. So that's another well-played series by the Bears defense, and they're going to give their offense yet another chance to do something. Feels like that part in Spaceballs. Do something, do something, do something.
Come on now, let's go. Ready. 30 base.
All right, Bears, do something. Douglas fires, completes, no fumble. I'm going to start announcing no fumble because they fumble every other play. Douglas will turn and fake the handoff and keep it himself. Bobby Douglas breaks a tackle across the 40, 50, 45, breaks another tackle inside the 40, down to the 31-yard line. Light speed too slow. Bobby Douglas doing it himself, tired of throwing it to other people and having them fumble. Just goes, breaks a couple tackles, breaks another tackle there. Finally caught down, way downfield. A huge run by the quarterback. Doing it himself. The left-handed Bobby Douglas trying to get his team. Oh, boy. Wow. After that big play, his team rewards him by absolutely not blocking at all. And the Eagles get their first sack of the game. Look at this. No attempt of a block, and Douglas almost dies. Whew. All right. 2nd and 20 now. Hopefully they block a little bit better this time. There's a handoff. Nope, not really. Shy's got 40 yards on 11 carries. 3rd and 20. We need another big Douglas run. Oh, instead the Bears jump, and that's going to cost the Bears 5 yards. How is it 3rd and 25? The Bears are going the wrong way. Douglas to his left a little bit. Waits. Moves more to his left, and then gets hit. Takes an hour and a half to decide where to throw the ball, and then runs out of time. Brum with his 2nd sack in the last 3 plays. First one, nobody blocked him. Second one, Douglas just forgot that you can't hold the ball for 2 hours. And the Bears will punt again. It's a good punt, though. See, at least when you punt instead of turning it over, your punter has a chance to make a good play. That's a total lie. They're acting like Lou Bugis has not done anything this game, but he has probably had the most impact of the Eagles on offense.
18 Gator. Slam.
I believe Bugis is somewhere around 60 or 55 yards running. There's the pitch to Bugis. There's a nice block, 10, 15, 20. Oh, boy, 30, 40. Can anyone on the Bears catch him? 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Lee Bugis goes 92 yards and then slow claps. A 92-yard touchdown run. And the Bears defense has played hard all game, but just finally broke on that play as their offense does absolutely nothing to help out. And the Bears look like they are going to be the team that doesn't get to 3 wins. 92 yards. They tried to lie to us and say Bugis had 0 yards. So he saw that stat and got extremely upset. You saw one great block right at the 10-yard line. A phenomenal block. And then that was apparently the only Bear guy that was going to have a chance to get him, because when they made that one good block, all the other Bears just watched him run for the touchdown. And now the Bears offense needs 2 touchdowns. You see, even after that big play, the Bears still have more yards than the Eagles. But they just, every time they get a few yards, then they turn around and fumble. Now the Eagles bring up a couple blitzers. It looks like they're coming to hunt for Douglas again. Douglas drops back. Here they come. Oh, he got rid of it this time. Not much, though. 3rd and 5. Will Douglas snap this ball? 5, 4, 3, 1. Nope, they failed to snap the ball. So we have played 3 quarters. And the Eagles have topped the Bears so far, 20-6.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Well, the Bears can't be good every year. I guess 1971, one of those not so good years. Douglas, a nice throw and a nice catch by Farmer there. And then the all-important not fumbling when you get hit. Douglas from the shotgun again, fires over the middle, another completion. Douglas now 18 of 30, 191 yards, not bad. He's also run for 40 or so. Douglas going to throw again, quick throw, really no gain, but it still counts as a completion, I guess. 3rd and 2, 13 minutes left to get 2 touchdowns. Got to first get the first down, though. Douglas. Throw to no one. And that brings up 4th down, and the Bears are going to try a 54-yard field goal in 1971. There is almost 0 chance that he makes this. Wow. He may have actually kicked it hard enough, but it was just a little bit wide to the right. So the Eagles take over on the 44-yard line, up 20-6. Play action pass. Arrington trying to surprise the Bears and almost throws an interception. Why you don't just run the ball here? The Bears showed that they can't score touchdowns on offense, so why not just work on the clock? Another pass coming up from Arrington. Very interesting. Maybe this is why the Eagles also are in last place. Obradovich comes in and gets the sack. Not sure what the Eagles. The Bears just keep giving the ball to the Eagles to force them to win, and then the Eagles are trying their hardest to not win. Other than Lee Bugis, of course, who is great when they hand him the ball. So why are they throwing? I don't know. But We'll take it if it's going to mean the Bears are going to somehow come back and steal this game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All right, Bears. 12 minutes. Still enough time to get 2 touchdown drives, but I think you need a touchdown on this drive. Douglas throws to the sidelines. Literally to the sideline itself. That was an interesting strategy, but here comes a better one on second down. Throws to the other sidelines. Okay, so he's hit both sidelines now. And now he is ready to hit someone in a Bears jersey. Third down. Fires downfield. And over everybody's head. Douglas looking around. Bold strategy. Bold strategy indeed. Now, Douglas's first name is Bobby Douglas, but if it was Frank Douglas, I would tell him to use his open eye to know who to throw to. 15-20, up to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
So now, if the Eagles would have just ran last drive, there would be only about 10 minutes left, and they could take more time off this drive, but let's see if they are dumb enough to keep throwing. Nope, they do pitch it out to Bugis, and this time the Bears are like, there's no way you're getting another 90 yards. Bugis, though, 140 yards on 13 carries. He is the only player that the Eagles have. Oh my gosh, there goes Bugis again. Lee Bugis needs to calm down. The Bears have already turned it over enough times to make sure the Eagles win. And Lee Bugis is just trying to humiliate the Bears. Arrington back to pass for no apparent reason. Bears trying to rip that ball out. That would have been nice to make Ronnie Bull fumble. But Bull holds on. Okay, we're under 10 minutes now. Bears are clock starting to become a problem. There's a handoff to Ronnie Bull. They're trying to strip the ball. So at least give it to the Bears defense. They are trying to strip the ball and maybe score points themselves, knowing that their offense is incapable of doing such things. There's completion underneath. Nice tackle. Nice tackle on Woodchick. Will force the Eagles to punt, but now we only have 8.5 minutes left. The Bears have their timeouts, so they'll probably have 3 drives, and they need 2 touchdowns. So 2 of the 3 drives need to result in touchdowns. Too much pressure to try to do 2 in a row, so why not get the touchdown on this drive? Douglas. Not sure what has happened to Douglas. He was having a pretty good game, but he has been very inaccurate the last 4 pass attempts. Now he fires. There's an accurate pass on the money. Chicago Bears get called for holding. Jim Cadill holding. The Bears moving backwards again. 2nd and 16. Douglas drops back into his own end zone. Fires. That's on target, but of course broken up by the Eagles. 3rd and 16. We need some sort of magic. Here comes a magical play by the Bears. Douglas keeps moving backwards. Fires. Oh, complete. It looked like the Eagle guy went for the interception and missed. And the Bears somehow come up with a first down on 3rd and 16. Okay. A couple more plays like that, fellas. Seymour with his first catch, I think, on the season. Douglas throws, completes. Small gain. Miracle and grasp. The Eagles came into the day as the very worst defense in the entire league, and the worst defense in the league has kept the Bears to 6 points. There's a nice throw and catch, and then he jumps over a would-be tackler and gets out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Farmer's having a pretty good game. He did fumble once, but other than that, he's had a good game. 9 catches, 126 yards. Okay, Bears are still alive if they get a touchdown on this drive. Bobby Douglas from the 25. Douglas throws, completes, and Sayers had to go to the ground to make the catch, so not much of a gain there. Douglas from the shotgun. Bobby Douglas waiting, firing, completes, and to the 24, and Turner is hurt now. Turner, the third receiver on the Chicago Bears, goes down. That does stop the clock, though. So was he faking? I don't know. If he was, it's a smart play. Douglas comes up, throws to the sidelines, and out of bounds right away. 4th down, here we go. If they don't get this first down, the game is over. There's only 5 minutes to go. They need a touchdown on this drive. Douglas looking for some magic. Miracle on grass, as was stated before. Fires end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. The Eagles fans jump up and down. And the Eagles are laughing. Why are they passing? The only way that the Bears have even a remote chance is because the Eagles might be too dumb to win the game. Another pass attempt coming up. Unfortunately, he keeps completing them, so they're still taking time off the clock. But the Eagles just took 2 unreasonable chances to give the Bears a shot. Arrington back to pass again. Fires over the middle, and that's knocked away. Definitely the makings of a cracker. Oh. Different football. Here's the punt. Somehow the Eagles don't take the game down to 2 minutes because they refuse to hand off. And the Bears, okay, now the Bears are down. They're only getting 2 drives at the most. So they have to have a touchdown, and they have to have it in the next minute and a half. Or not handoff, complete. Tries to break a tackle, but fails. Okay, we're 2:50. Come on, Bears. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry. 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 Douglas will hand off. So the Eagles, who should be running the clock down to win the game, don't. The Bears, who should not be running, are running. That's what happens when you have 2 last or near last place teams play each other. 2-minute warning. The Bears doing a great job of destroying the clock. Problem is they're losing. 2 minutes to go. They need 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes. Douglas fires to the sidelines. That was caught. What a nice catch. Oh, it was out of bounds, of course. Still a pretty nice catch, but I wish he would have kept his feet in bounds. Douglas back to pass again. Throws underneath. Going with the underneath stuff. That takes too much time, though. And now they're going to call a timeout. So the Bears do not have the 3 timeouts necessary to play defense. So the Bears cannot be on defense anymore. They have to score and then recover an onside kick. Douglas rolls to the left, comes back, fires to the right. Hits a cameraman. No big deal. 4th and 11. This is going to be Bobby Douglas's 50th pass attempt, which doesn't happen in 1971 often, but it does today. Douglas fires and completes and get out of bounds. Oh, he could have easily got out of bounds, but he doesn't. There's only just over a minute to go. Bears need to get this in the end zone, regardless how long it takes. Oof, that was a dangerous pass. 1:08 to go. The next 1 or 2 passes needs to be a touchdown. Douglas fires, completes, and he does get out of bounds. Okay, that was a perfect play. Gale Sayers makes the catch and gets out. Douglas goes over 300 yards for the first time this season. So the yardage has been there. They just cannot get the ball in the end zone for whatever reason. Typically, this is where the Bears fumble. Hopefully that doesn't happen right here. Douglas throws over the middle, and it's dropped. It was dropped. 1 minute to go. Douglas fires, complete touchdown. There we go. Maybe too little too late, but at least they do get a touchdown before the game ends. And the Bears get to 20-12. They have 2 timeouts. So let's see. If they don't recover the onside kick and the Eagles are smart enough to run instead of pass, then it'd be timeout, timeout. Then the Bears might get the ball with like 7 seconds left. So they need this onside kick, or they need the Eagles to come out and stupidly start throwing again. Okay, onside kick. It is picked up immediately by the Eagles. Unfortunate bounce. And now the Eagles would have to be monumentally crazy to not hand off. They do hand off, and Boo just almost gets the first down right there. If the Eagles get a first down, the game's over. If they just hand off 2 more times and don't get the first down, then the Bears will have one chance to get like 100 yards in one play. So it's over. We all know it. Unless the Eagles will fumble. You might as well fumble. Everyone's doing it. Nope. No such luck. That's it. It's over, folks. The Bears put up yards, but only 13 points. The Bears defense played hard, but the Bears just kept fumbling, and the Eagles took advantage. Bears will end the first half of the season at 2 wins and 6 losses. The Eagles actually improved to 4-5, so they're kind of back into it. And the Bears get 2 consecutive games against backup quarterbacks and lose them both. Yep, it's not the greatest season for the Bears. Thanks for watching. Bears fall to the Eagles 20-13. We're just getting started in week number 9 here at Back to the Future. Thanks for watching and have a good night. Actually, we'll take a look at the player stats real quick here. Bobby Douglas, 31 out of 54, 310 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Arrington, only 11 of 24 for 50 yards. Rushing, though, Lebu just was amazing. 16 carries, 177 yards. Then Woodcheck, 8 carries, 15. Ronnie Bull, 3 of 10. So no one really did anything but Boo just was electrifyingly amazing. Shy, 11 carries, 40 yards. Pinder, 5 carries, 20 yards. Douglas scrambled 3 times for 46 yards. But that's how it ends. Thanks for watching and have a good night.